Hello, everybody. Coaching for the Soul, Thursdays at 3 has begun. A lot to talk about today, but if you're watching this live, hello. If you're watching this on my YouTube channel at Bill Hobart, please subscribe to the channel. Please like all my videos. Take the time to just go through and meander through. And this is a 99% clairvoyant reading. So that's just kind of how that works. So, hi, Susan. What's up? What's up? I am fantastic. Hey, Kathy. Nope, it has been an amazing week. The month went by really fast. We're going to talk about that. And there's all kinds of stuff going on. Hi, Amanda. All kinds of amazing stuff going on. It is crazy cold outside. Hi, Teresa. How you doing? Yes, it is crazy cold outside, but it's January, and this is the coldest month or weeks of the year. So it's all good. Hey, Trace, what's up? I think I'm on Bill Clairvoyant, so I think I am. So yeah. So there's a lot to talk about. There's a lot of cool stuff going on, and yeah, we're gonna kind of go in two different directions, I think, with what Spirit wants to talk about today. So it's gonna be a good hour. It's gonna go fast. It always does, right? So yeah. So hope everybody's doing okay, staying warm. It's cloudy today and yucky. Big snow next week, they say, so we'll see. Chimes are going off on that. So yeah. Hope everybody's vibration is high. And hi, Janice. How you feeling? Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Chrissy. How's it going? I'm doing good. I'm doing really good. Yeah. Yep, I'm doing really good. This week went by fast. Another week that went by fast. Really fast. So, yep. Oh no, Amanda's pipes are frozen. Oh, gosh. Hey, Shannon. How you doing, girl? Doing okay? I hope so. So, I think we're going to start. There's a lot of people here. Jess, I'm doing okay. Get better soon, Janice. Yep, get better soon. Okay, little astrology stuff first, right? Because we always start with that. This week was a quantum week, okay? Monday was a quantum day. And I didn't know about this until yesterday. So it makes all kinds of sense. I don't know who's sending me. My phone has not done anything all day long. So it's just shit. Anyway, whoops, sorry. Advertisements and stuff. So anyway, hello, Teresa Parker. What's up, girl? So I gotta settle down because I'm all like jacked up. It's all coming out of me. Okay, so this week is I would call it a quantum week. Remember I talked about, I think last week or the week before, that we're going into a quantum year, 2022 until 2024. I believe that's what, 22, 23, and 24, I believe it was. Beginning of 24, Spirit says. Okay, cool. 23, 24, 22, 23, let's say. Okay, so Monday was a quantum day. So I don't know how everybody felt on Monday, if they feel different this week, if they feel more genuine, if they feel like they're in a higher dimension, if they feel that they left some stuff behind, all those kinds of things. I know that this week for me has been mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing, really. In where I know that I'm at. Hello, Adrian. And how positive things are even during the Mercury retrograde. Hi, Sherry. And I know. So if you haven't done it yet, Spirit says there's still time to recognize it and let it go. Now, there's going to be more, okay? But I've talked about Venus retrograde before. It ends this weekend, I believe Sunday, okay? So that is moving forward also. Venus is the planet of love and money, all right? So understanding that this is all coming through It's all releasing. It's all taking care of stuff. Mercury retrograde ends on the 3rd. Bonus, okay? Now, Spirit said today, and he said this to me before, because I'm wondering how come it isn't affecting me as bad as it has in the past. That is because I've already lost my third dimensional energy, all right? The higher you get in vibration, the higher you get in frequency, and you've let your stuff go, right? The less the earthly things affect you, he says, okay? Understanding that I believe it is Friday, tomorrow, Friday the 28th, maybe the 29th on Saturday, that the cool thing is, and I think I've talked about this before, the degrees of intensity is the planets in astrology go from 0 to 29, all right? Then they go into another sign, another zodiac sign. So at 26 degrees, it is a quantum letter. It's 8. And I believe we're in a quantum 8 year, I'm not sure. Anyway, Pluto is at 26 degrees Capricorn. Venus is at 26 degrees Capricorn. And Mercury retrograde is going to 20 degrees Capricorn. Okay, or it's at 20 degrees Capricorn already. So all three of those planets are in line. Pluto is the planet of destruction and new lives. Venus is the planet of if you have this constant narrative, Spirit says, about money, about love. You didn't get yours. You didn't get yours. You didn't get yours. Well, what happened? Past stuff, right? In tune with Mercury retrograde, which brings up all your stuff from your past. I'm telling you, February the 3rd, boom, it's gone. It's gone. Allow that to go. Like I talked about last week, I had a lot of Mercury retrograde stuff stuck in my solar plexus, all right? And Spirit gave me that had me redo that Steve Noble guided meditation that I did. Now I know which one it is, Ryan, so I'll send it to you. That completely destroyed all that stuff that was clogging my solar plexus, all right? If anybody else is feeling that, let me know. I'll send you the meditation. Now, I've said before, Steve Noble guided meditations are great when you're in third dimensional energy, right? And we all are going to carry that third dimensional energy into further life this lifetime. Hi, Maddie. There's Ryan. And understanding that we're always going to need those meditations. James, don't ever think you're not going to. Because there are people who have done them. They're like, okay, I'm good, Bill. I don't do them anymore. Okay, so you're in 5D already? Hi, Takesha. So you've managed to get to fifth dimension without losing your 12,000 years of stuff? God bless you, because I don't know anybody else that can, right? That's usually ego, all right? So understanding that I've said this before, 2022 is going to be monumental for us. I want everybody to take full advantage of that, all right? Because it's about letting our stuff go when the universe clamors to let it go. It happened this week, right? This week, I want to know, put in the comments, either live or on YouTube, how you're feeling this week, all right? Because I want to get a sense of where everybody is at, all right? Now, I don't know about anybody else, but hey, Kimberly, but for me, music opens up my crown chakra. I put Katie Lang's Constant Cravings on Facebook a little while ago because that was part of my music therapy today. Hi, Angel. If music makes you fulfilled, if music allows you to open your heart, it's all about love, right? It's all about understanding that if the music opens up your heart, do it. And for me, it is pop music. Do I like other things? Yes. But instrumentals from my childhood, Barry White, MFSB, all that funky kind of cool stuff with all that different, all those different sounds stimulates my crown chakra. All right, I put my buds in and I'm in another space. My vibration raises up higher than 5D. Okay, so those are the types of things, once you find something that makes your head tingle or allows you to kind of float, those are the things you're going to want to do as we move into 2022. Why? It's going to be a freaking rocket. And everybody's going to be taking advantage of it. It's going to be very, very interesting how, as we are activated, right? As we start knowing things that we did not know before, yet we're being pulled backwards into 3D because our humans and our ego, basically human, it's like, oh, wait a minute, I don't know where we're going here. We gotta back this truck up. No, we don't, ego. I'm moving forward. This is the week that you did, that internally you decided where you're going. That's the quantum day on Monday. We just had. So think back on Monday and then go, oh, that day was pretty good. Or I felt kind of like this, or I felt kind of like that. Well, why did you feel like that? That's what you have to work on. That's what you have to work on, okay? Because the last thing that I want anybody to do that watches my videos, that follows me, that understands I am for all you guys, for the highest good, with love. I don't want anybody to be stuck because their ego talked them into not doing what they need to do. Because you guys know how I feel about negative ego, okay? It's all about, in the 2020, 2023, changing that negative ego that has been in charge of us for 12,000 years to a positive ego that gives us support and love and understanding, because it's there. It's just underneath negative ego, all right? I've always known that, but we can't talk about that until we really get into and understand. Hey, Carrie Ann, that we really get into and understand that we have to work with our negative ego to get it to stop, to get it to reside in the back of our head, right, and not come out as it comes out as little as possible. Why? Because we are stronger than our negative ego is, and the universe proves that. Okay, we are all divine beings. Those who watch this program and my other videos and things like that, we all are in that process of ascension and understanding where we are, how we're going to get there, how do we allow, what do we need to work on, all those types of things. Okay, because this year and next year, those quantum years are going to be fabulous. Also this week, I got that on Friday and Saturday, when 26 with the 3 planets, you will decide what you don't want to do anymore. All right? You're going to decide out of the blue, no, maybe I don't want to do that anymore. So Spirit, what am I going to do? I don't want that job anymore. So Spirit, what am I going to do? I don't want to move into that house. So Spirit, what am I going to do? What should I do? I need you to help me with this, right? And understanding that you do that, not in fear, but not in disappointment, Spirit says, it is in love. Like, okay, I just keep getting this nudge that I'm not supposed to move to Cincinnati. I just keep getting this nudge and I don't know why it is. It's because Pluto, Venus, and Mercury are on top of each other. All planets with love in the middle. Okay? And then Mars is in Capricorn too, just went into Capricorn. So all of these planets are in Capricorn. And that doesn't mean it's just for Capricorns. All of us have Capricorn in our charts. And because it ends the year and begins the year, we are the leaders of the zodiac. That's why big changes happen when planets are in Capricorn. All right? So we all have it. Hey, Melanie. So understanding that as you move forward into 2022, it's all about paying attention. It's all about allowing your stuff to go and not thinking that you don't have to. Understanding that you don't, that you have to let it go. It's not just going to disappear. Okay? It will disappear little by little by little with Steve Noble guided meditations, but it won't completely disappear. You have to give the okay to let that go. All right? And that is something as we move forward, as we ascend to a higher dimension, everybody will understand. Because it will be like I was last week, where I'm like, okay, I can get this out of here. I've tried everything except to do the meditation. Hey, Shelly. So when he said, do that Steve Noble guided meditation, I didn't know which one it was. See, until I went to my subscription and looked, and he was like right there. I'm like, oh, I've already did that. We're going to do it again. Oh, okay. Guess I'm going to do it again. All right. So in fact, he wants me to give it to you now. So I'm going to. Let me look here what it is. Things like that. Let me see here. I don't know. Yeah, I should have. He didn't want me to do it till now. Okay, so let me see here. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, it is. Come on, where's it at? Bum, 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 bum. It is. I'm on my phone and it doesn't want to go any place. So let me see. Okay, here we go. Whew, energy. Just solar plexus. Solar plexus. Okay, where's it at? Oh, come on, Spirit, where's it at? It's not there. Why would you tell me to do it and it isn't there? Let me see here, guys. Hang on. Bum. Because if not, I will forget it, or maybe I'll put it on my Facebook page. Okay, you just rang the bells. Okay. I don't know where it's at, but it is something that when you need to be cleared. Yeah, I don't know where it's at. Anyway, so I'm not going to sit there and do that. Understanding that because we're still third dimensional beings in 3D, moving to 4D, right? We're already in 4D, maybe Spirit's telling me about 35 degrees, all right? Maybe 40 degrees into it out of 100, right? So understanding that sometimes we got to do third dimensional stuff to clean out the energy that's in our body that came from being in third dimension, okay? So a lot of stuff's going on. February, we've talked about this before, Jupiter is already in Pisces, and it is moving and grooving through Pisces, and it's going to, and it is in Pisces, I believe, until May, and then it goes into Aries for a little bit, it retrogrades back into Aquarius, which kind of stops all our energy, makes us think, right? And then in fall, it goes back into Pisces, and everything gets good again, right? Not that it's going to be back in Aquarius, it's going to be hard like it's been the past 2 years because of the quantum energy, all right? So it's kind of balancing things out. So understand this year's going to be fabulous. I need you all to set your intention. What do you want this year? What do you want? One thing, two things, three things, what? Who do you want to be by the end of this time, right? How much money do you want? Where do you want to live? Do you want a house? Do you want a car? Do you want lots of money? Where do you want to be in the scale of being in fifth dimension or fourth dimension? Or I know. And Spirit says, make it something special. Make it high. Make it high. Make it high. Sherry, you got it exactly. It's a golden citrine angelic light transmission. I went by that twice. Clearing and uplifting the solar plexus chakra. Hey, Carson. Right, so that's exactly what it is. Thank you, dear. And at the end, I'll say that again just to make sure. Sherry just put the link on this conversation, so it's there if anybody wants to write it down or check it out or take a picture of it or whatever. So I know Spirit keeps saying they have to aim high. You have to aim high. All right. It may not feel like you need to. It's 12 degrees and cold and cloudy outside. All right. Well, that's gonna switch off very, very soon. It's about 50 days, maybe 52 days until spring. So that means the sun's gonna be at a certain place. We're gonna be thinking about that within March and April. The tulips come up, the crocuses come up. It starts to feel spring in Michigan and in the Midwest. Again, the northern part of the United States. All right. So it's not that far away. But this is the opportunity to make sure that we're doing our work and allowing and letting things go. All right? Because it's super, super important. Because it's going to come back around again. But again, I don't want anybody to miss the opportunity to project themselves higher. Dream. Just dream, right? Dream. Talk about it out loud. Talk about it out loud. Set your intentions. Cool. Okay, so that's one thing. Next thing I want to talk about is I had this amazing dream last night, and I asked Spirit what it was this morning. I'm going to explain it. We're going through this process of ascension, right? Hey, Josephine, we're going through this process of starting to know who we are, and things are starting to be cleared out, and we're having extremely good lucid dreams, fabulous dreams, and feeling. I know Spirit says with those dreams, some fear can come because it's like we're letting things go, which we are. We're ascending into a process of fourth dimension and higher. All right. So I had this dream last night. I don't know exactly the full thing, but I know it was a long time. I kept going over the same exact things. So my mother was there, who's passed. My father was there in a wheelchair, who's passed. Last time my mother was never in a wheelchair. My father was. My sister was there, and I was there, and I had to cook them something before I left. And I was in this kitchen, this small kitchen, very, very tiny kitchen. And I was there with another person, another guy, and who was very good looking. And I don't know who he is. And he was doing the same thing. So we were cooking together. And then all of a sudden I was at a party and I forgot to cook for my family before I left. I'd already gone. And I went, oh shoot, I have to go back. And I had this similar dream last week where I thought I went to a party with Bailey and I left Bailey at the party. And I was home like, oh my God, I left Bailey at the party. I've got to go back to get Bailey. He must be wondering, where's Dad? What happened? And I was off partying. Okay, so two cool dreams. Well, the dream that I had this morning, let's say, is about me leaving and going to fifth dimension. Staying in fifth dimension. I'm there most of the time. Not really saying goodbye to my mom and my dad and my sister, and I don't know why I was cooking them food. Spirit says to nourish their souls one last time before you move higher. But I know that when we do move higher, we tend to lose people because they don't really understand who we are. With my mom and dad in spirit, I don't want them to go anyplace, but it's interesting that they were there, right? It was interesting that they were there and that I needed to go back and finish cooking for them. Then we went to a picnic table and we ate, and Bailey woke me up about 7:30 this morning, all right? So I took my phone this morning in my daze and I started talking to my phone, okay? And I bet I was asleep in my head for probably a good hour and a half, 2 hours. That's how deep the dream was. So when you're in that space of not being able to wake up, or you want to go back and just kind of close your eyes and you're in that vibration, right? Just a chill vibration. I love that vibration because nothing matters but that. You're just balanced. It's fabulous. You want to use your phone so you remember what you said. You want to use your phone so that I go to take a picture, I hit the video little tab, and I set my phone down so that it takes a picture of the table, and I start talking. Okay, so we want to do that so that you can record, so that you can remember when you get to be here. You can go, okay, if you're going to write your book, if you're going to do a podcast, if you're going to do something like this, conversation with other people, whatever it looks like. The last thing I want anybody to do is go, oh my gosh, I forgot that dream. Because those dreams that happen to us in the morning, we're supposed to remember, which me talking about it, it's right there in my heart. My heart is full of love. But I don't really remember everything. I had to coach myself with my phone before I started this because I didn't really remember all the details. Because it slowly wanes. But as I talk about it, I feel back in that balance. I feel back in that zone of pure love, I'm balanced. It's wonderful. Life is beautiful. I've never been so happy in my life. Everything is in balance. Everything is flowing the way it's supposed to flow. And that's a good thing. So when you have those dreams, record them. Okay? Teresa says, when I'm dreaming, it seems real. Then when I wake up, I forget. That's why you got to. That's why you got to tape it, or wake yourself up in your dream. Have your phone by your bed, and blah 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 blah. If you can, if it won't disturb the energy that's in your room. All right. Also, about what I've been talking about today, for the first time, I believe in 4 years, I had I had a reading with my astrologer on Monday. And it was all confirmation. I have not talked to her, like I said, in 4 years, since 2018, because I was in this process of transformation, right? And didn't really feel that I needed the confirmation, because I don't trust anybody who tries to give me information. Please don't, unless you ask for it. Don't ask a lot for people to give you readings or what are you feeling or whatever like that, because you can confuse yourself and ego will take that and use it against you. Just a hint, all right? So have a conversation with her for an hour, and it is absolutely transformational where I'm at, where I'm going, hey Tricia, and where I'm at in the process of ascension and what's gonna happen this year and where Capricorn is when the day I was born, the time I was born, everything, hey Jimmy, everything is exactly where it's supposed to be. Like I've spoken about before, the last 2 years have been hard on everybody, all right? Because of Jupiter and Saturn being in Capricorn and being in Aquarius, and them fighting each other, okay? Well, as we move forward, Saturn is weakening. It is actually becoming more nurturing. So anything that affects, it's still in Aquarius, anything that goes back in there, it's not gonna be as harsh as, Spirit has said, because mama took a chill pill, so that's a good thing, all right? So understand that as you go forward, it's okay to seek confirmation from certain people that you trust. I do not want anybody to feel like they need to go to a psychic fair, let's say, and have 3 readings. Don't. Because all you're doing is feeding your ego. If you're gonna go see somebody, cool, that's awesome. Go see somebody. Pick that one person by their energy, all right? And before you go to the psychic fair, I need to be open. Again, you set the intention, right? I need to be open. I need to absorb the energy, because it's a beautiful experience if you are in the right place at the right time. And I need you to guide me, Spirit, to exactly who I'm supposed to talk to, okay? And as you do that, they will guide you to the person that you're supposed to go to. They truly will. But I don't want anybody to think that it's okay to go through. I had a woman on Saturday who was going to get 3 more readings after mine. And I'm like, okay. She came back after one person said, no, I'm glad I'm just going to stick with yours. Exactly. Because what happens is ego grabs hold of it and it works against you. Well, what about this? Well, what about that person said this? And what about that person said this? What happens is you're right back in 3D. Confused as hell about what am I supposed to do? I'm all confused, and I don't want that for anybody. That means that you're searching instead of allowing. That's third dimensional. Been there, done that. I've talked about it on Coaching for the Soul. When Spirit talked to me in bed that one night after being upset because of some information that I got because I was searching 2019, and he said, Bill, and I went, yeah, like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. I don't know why that you need to search things out that you know are already true. That's true. I won't do it anymore. Haven't done it since. Okay? So I don't want that to happen to everybody else, where all of a sudden they hear this voice and go, oh God, I'm in trouble. Yeah. Or you don't hear the voice and you continue to search. It's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. All right? So, okay. Got any questions? Put them down below and I'll answer them when we're done, okay? I've learned to do that before I put it on YouTube or delete it from Facebook. Okay, so next thing, emotional healing, okay? It's a huge time for emotional healing. People are being triggered. to let go of their stuff. Hey, Suze. All right? So when the emotional healing program comes up, take care of it, guys. Take care of it. All right? Because what you don't want to have happen is that you prolong the release, Spirit says. Understanding that when it comes up, it's the right time at the right place. All right? And if you're in doing something, let's say you're working or whatever it might be, okay, when you get your time, you got to sit down, quiet, and go, okay, Spirit, what is up with that? I need you to help me with this. Because right now, I feel like I could cry. Or I'm angry as hell, I just want to punch somebody. Okay, James, that's Mercury retrograde, you guys. Every time, 3 times a year, it's going to bring that stuff up. All right? So understand that if you have been angry in the last 2 weeks, if you have been upset for the past 2 weeks, if you have been in this emotional distress, thinking too much, your mind zipping out of control, right? That's all meant to get you prepared for ascension. To go, okay, why am I feeling like this? I need to let that go. Like, Spirit, why am I thinking about that right there? That was like 25 years ago. I need to let that go. I need you to help me let that go. Right? 30 fingers, tap, it's gone. I know. Spirit says we're going into and have been for the last month in magical times. Someplace that we've never been before, you guys. Never. Ever, ever. So we have to take our cues from our guides. Our guides are always there to take care of us. But the emotional healing part, as we go forward, I know. They have to we have to completely release that from our psyche, from our hearts, from our DNA. Centuries of that stuff. Understanding you have been chosen to be born now. Why? To stop the dysfunction, to stop the hurt, to stop the anger, to stop it. It ends with you. Because there's no other generation that's going to be able to bring it to the planet. It's done. And you chose to be the person who stops it. As much as that sucks, because it does, you're going to do it, but sister's not. Brother's not. Grandchild's not. You. Because you're the one who stood up and went, I want that job, it's mine. Because I want to absolutely be in charge of that. I want to be the one who can completely let go because none of these other souls can. But I can be the one who does that for my family, for my lineage, for my soul circle. Because everyone in your soul circle, like I've talked about before, right? That it looks like a jellyfish without the tentacles and the little blights inside. Could be 2,500, could be 25,000. Hey, Dorothy, could be 250 million, who knows? But you, with others in that group, chose to be here at the same time, at the same place, to be the ones who cleared the energy, the geological, no, I can't say the word. Genealogical energy from our past. I know that's me. I talked to my nephew's wife today, and it was like, wow. It's my job to release it. Hey, Kaylin. And understanding that, does it suck? Yes. Is it hard? Yes. Did we choose it for a reason? Yeah, because we're badass. Understand that, okay? Everything you're going through right now for emotional healing is because you chose in your soul to be, this is what I got to do. I'm strong enough to do this. I can understand this. I'm going to do this for my family lineage, for the generations of people before me who did not have the opportunity to do it, which makes me pretty important. Exactly. And stand in that, Spirit says. Completely stand in that, because that's what it's all about, is understanding your importance to your family, that they allowed you and a couple of others, let's say, if you got, again, 25,000 souls in a bubble, right? You got to have more than one person because that's way too much for us to handle as humans. But emotional healing is going to come up, right? So Spirit says there's lots of confusion in that, okay? That you're being told to think positively. You're being taught and being told to dream, to decide decide where you want to be, how you want to be there, and then you're not going to do this anymore because it doesn't feel right anymore after Friday or Saturday. So there's all kinds of energy, Spirit says. There's all kinds of letting stuff go. The narrative, he says, from the past couple years, let's say. He says up to 5 years. Well, I know that I'm going there. Okay, great. And then all of a sudden getting to this point this weekend and going, you know what? I don't think I'm supposed to go there. It doesn't feel right to me. I think I'm going to go there instead because you're getting information downloaded to you in dreams, in being awake, in stuff on TV, in stuff on social media. All kinds of energy is going to go, oh, I get that. Oh my God, I know I shouldn't be doing that at all. I think that's what I'm supposed to be. So understanding that there's a lot of stuff going on at the same time. Hi, Allison. Right? There's a lot of stuff going on at the same time. So I know. But Spirit says all of you that watch Coaching for the Soul, either live or on YouTube, are higher dimensional beings. Third dimensional beings do not understand Coaching for the Soul, you guys. They do not. Okay? So all of you that don't believe that you're as far as you are, that's ego because that's a lie. You're higher than you think. And when you are getting to that point and you're getting the positive flow, you're getting the energy, you're getting your mind is starting to expand. And all of a sudden, like I've said before, how do I know that? How do I know that, Spirit? How do I know that? That's what happens. Amanda says her ears are ringing all the time. Exactly. Those are all spiritual downloads, guys. Those are all things that are moving you forward as we go into fourth and fifth dimension. And all of that ringing will stop once we get there. Mine ring all the time. But after I do music therapy or something like that, they're buzzing. After I watch something on YouTube that is spiritual, they're buzzing. And understanding that it's okay. That's what it's for. I know. Because what Spirit is saying now is, which I've never said before, the ringing in your ears allows you to be to a higher vibration than it being dead silence in your ears. All right. So those people that don't have constant ringing, God bless you. But you will eventually. All right. No one is staying down here that watches Coaching for the Soul. Trust me. No one is staying down here. We got 8 years till 2030. It's not that long, guys. 2021 went like that. All right. So you'll be totally different people, Spirit says, by 2025. And really different by 2030. All right. So those of you who are younger, think of that. Think of what and who you're going to be by that time that happens. The old people like myself, 62. Okay, so I'll be 70 years old. Well, that's awesome. That's still young. It's got 20 years past that, right? So that excites me. It should excite everybody because everything is going forward. Everything, the energy. And I will tell you this, do not be afraid in 2022 of anything. When your ego starts to grab hold of, oh my gosh, there's chaos on TV or there's chaos in society, that is all transformational stuff. We're still going to be okay. The country's still going to be here when we get done with 2022, only in a higher dimensional energy. It's all going to be fine. They have us. All right? They have us. And that goes along with emotional healing, which is what the country's going through at the moment. It's going through deep emotional healing. And it's going to take a little bit more fracturing for everything to come together and be good. All right? So I don't want anybody who might hear, watch, again, we have to know what's going on in the world because we just have to. If you don't, I don't want anybody to think, oh my God, I opened up my door and this happened. Well, it's been going on for years or been going on for months, whatever. Okay? And informed, you can still be informed and be of a higher dimensional being. You do not have to block everything out. That is not who man is, right? Man is about understanding not how to get from point A to point B, but how to allow. And understanding that anything that happens is not by chance, right? It's a positive effect. Nothing bad is going to happen. Nothing bad is going to happen. So as the country heals, and it will, as we heal, right? As we let go of our emotional trauma, we ascend also. And that's the cool thing, is that 2021 went in a zoom. 2020 was like, what the hell happened there? Like, it was a train wreck, but we lived through it. See? 2021, summertime was pretty good, went back into where we're at now. And this is about the final stint of it. As we go into 2022, it's a 222 year. Look it up on Google. Everything is going to be fantastic. So it's up to us. When we get triggered, we need to let things go. That's where the energy blast comes in with Tammy, the free ones. All right? Plant that in your mind that you need emotional healing. That you have a situation some trauma in your life, and guess what? Plant it in your mind and just follow what she's saying, and trust me, after a couple of times, bingo, it's gone. Just residue will remain. Okay? So Angel says, will some people stay in 3D? Yes, they will. Yes, they will. All right? Yes, they will. Might be some family members will stay, others will not. They may have a slower ascension than you, all right? But their soul chose not to move forward into higher dimensional energy. And they will not return to the earth. They will go back to the planets or the galaxies that they came from. Very few will be able to understand the energy. If they do come back to earth, they won't understand the energy. And I know Spirit says, and most are not allowed to come back. All right. So as you ascend and as you get to your point, again, you're going to be the leader of the family. Understand that if you're watching Coach for the Soul, if you are doing energy work with Tammy, or you're doing any kind of work with any other person, drumming with Terry, all kinds of cool stuff, that's because that's who you're in the process of becoming. Okay, you're guided to those people for a reason. And your family's not. Why? Because you chose to be that person this lifetime. All right? And it all goes back to the emotional healing. Understanding that at 40, 50, 60, your DNA changes. It's getting you ready for the next decade. All right? So understanding that if you had loss in your childhood, be it a divorce, be it a sibling, anything like that was traumatic for you. School shootings, things like that. It is understandable that we have to unlock that and let that go. Okay? How do we do that? Talking out loud to Spirit. The Steve Noble guided meditations are made for 3D, helping us ascend to 4th and 5th dimension and higher. So that's what it's all about. Okay? Angel says, are some moving up without knowing it? No. Mm-mm. People will be, I've had people in the past 2 weeks who all of a sudden are being triggered. They're being curious. They have this information that they don't know where it comes from because they're starting their ascension process. Hey, Michelle, but no one will move into higher dimensional energy without wondering WTF. And then they have to play catch up, right? Because it's a process. Process for me, process for you, process for everybody. And you're never going to be on the same level. It's always going to be a different type of energy that you're living in, that you're working in, that you're moving forward in. And the best thing you can do is be as conscious as possible when the wrong energy comes in your space, that you exit stage left. Yeah. Understanding that who's the most important person in your life? You. This energy doesn't work, right? And as you go through your process, holidays will be different, right? Hey, Robin, you'll be planning out your time with the 3Ders, either at mom's house, sister's house, brother's house, whatever. All right, understanding that it's about controlling how much you allow yourself to be in that energy, right? Just like anything that has been dysfunctional, understanding that that you're going to take that energy with you when you leave, and when you walk into that third dimensional energy with everything that you carried for most of your life, you're going to get triggered. This much, or this much, or this much. All right? So you plan, I'm going to be there a half an hour before dinner, and we're going to stay an hour after dinner, and then we're out of there. Why? Make up something. Got to get home. The stuff I got to do. Do not break, Spirit says, and stay because they tried to talk you into staying. No. That's third dimensional energy. That's control. That's manipulation. Oh, come on. You should. We really do. We got to go. And the spouse has to be in with it if you have a spouse. The kids have to be in with it. Like, okay, well, kids, we're going to grandma's, and guess what? We're going to be there for dinner, and we're going to stay for an hour, and then we got to get back. Then we got to get back home. Why? I want to stay with grandma. No, we have to get back home. That's what it's all about, right? Because, and I'll be honest with you, you will stay 3 hours, you will stay 4 hours, you'll come home and go, why did I do that? I feel like crap. I feel horrible. Well, yeah, because you just absorbed and reintroduced, Spirit says, all those things that ego let go. And then you're really, really, really ready for Christmas because you're like, no, we're going to be there for 2 hours and that's it. Because I ain't going through my letting go process again that took me a month after that energy. And that means that, okay, I understand that I'm going to be up here. I understand that I'm going to be up here for a reason. And I understand that people that are in my family, possible friends, will not come with me. That doesn't mean I can't see them. Because they won't understand what you're talking about. I've said this before. I have friends that have no idea what Coaching for the Soul is. They don't even know when it's on. They barely know what I do for a living. Right? I'm like, how can you not get that? One of my friends I was talking to today said, so you're programmed at 1 o'clock, right? I'm like, no, really? He's like, is it 1, 2, or 3? And it's Thursdays, right? I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I have 3 friends. I mean, 3 deep, good friends. And one of them knows when I do it. My partner doesn't even know sometimes that it's Thursday at 3 o'clock. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. All right? That you're going to understand, don't get your feelings hurt. That doesn't do any good. That's third dimension. That's third dimensional. How, you mean I'm not important to you? Oh my God. Yeah, they love you like family, but that doesn't mean that they really understand what the hell you're doing. So that can be very lonely. So that's why Coaching for the Soul is a perfect place to work with your tribe, to see who's there, to reach out to them, right? And understanding this, in February, I'm launching a Coaching for the Soul private Facebook page for just that. For just that. So we can get in there and talk to people and get in there and answer people's questions, get in there and do the things, because what is amazing, there's so much knowledge with the people that watch this live. There's so much knowledge with people who watch this on YouTube. But the people who watch this live, it is amazing when I post something, the comments are just out of this freaking world. Everybody knows a lot. And that type of information, that type of tribe is beautiful. Hi, Karen. It's beautiful. And then what that does is it just brings our vibration higher because we get to go into this place and hang out. Anybody here? What are we doing? Hey, Bill. Hey, let's say Karen. Let's say Kimberly. Let's say Kathy, right? Whatever. Because those are the people that that are extremely smart. Teresa, another one, right? understanding that Ryan for sure, understanding that there's all this knowledge in different facets. Hi, Barb. There's different facets of spirituality that maybe you're feeling. It won't be on Thursday. Okay, it'll just be an open private room that people that I invite in will be able to go in there and ask questions and things like that. And then you just go back in and see if somebody answered it. All right? Or maybe somebody's there at the time. They say, oh my gosh, you know what? And maybe you private message each other. Right? Maybe that's what you do. Maybe you become friends by doing messenger video on YouTube or on Facebook. That's what it's all about. Hey Karen, how's it going? All right. So that's going to be a platform that I'm going to put together in February. And it will be, I would say, mostly people from Coaching for the Soul and others who want to join for that spiritual experience of really, and I'll probably post Coaching for the Soul in there too. In there and on YouTube. So that you can go in there and go, I didn't see it. I didn't see it on Thursday at 3. I can't get into YouTube or whatever. Or maybe I just want to go in there, listen, and then ask questions for people to answer. Hey, anybody got an idea what this is? Or hey guys, anybody know what this is? That's what it's all about, is building that tribe so that we're not lonely. Because I don't know how many people I talk to that say, oh my gosh, Bill, it's absolutely, I feel by myself. My friends don't understand. My friends don't get it. My family doesn't get it. They're not going to. Not going to. And so having a place where people can go without a subscription, Spirit says, right? To just commune. Because I thought about having it be a pay group. I'm like, no, I'm not good with the pay group thing. No, that doesn't work, because what we do is knowledge, it's understanding, it's love. And as Spirit always says, it's about the message, not the money, which is true. Okay? It's about the message, not the money. So that's going to come in probably the next couple weeks. So, which is amazing that, and I've been thinking about this for, probably a year. But again, it's 2022. And nothing, it didn't click. It didn't click like, gosh, what am I good? I'd never even, I knew I wanted to do a Coaching for the Soul room, but it wasn't something that I was directed to, that I needed to do right in my heart, in my gut. Like, okay, we need to do this. But that will be a place where we can, where all of us can go in there and play without having to worry about, Spirit says, being in a place where there's no 3Ders that don't understand. He said, but there will be a few people who are beginning their journey, which is true. We all have to have that place to, not to hide, but to feel safe, Spirit says, to try to understand exactly who we are and why am I feeling this and why are my ears ringing. And you seasoned, everybody who's seasoned, which is a lot of you, because you're watch it live or on YouTube, you're in your process. And who better to help them out than us? And being safe, feeling safe to do it. Because there's so much knowledge, it's crazy. Some of the things that people, Jamie Lee is, she's off the freaking charts with where she's at. And it blows my mind. Every time people will comment on a feed or something, they'll say, yeah, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh. Wow. Again, I didn't get that message, but somebody in that group did. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Because again, it's a place for us to go when we're feeling. It's like, man, oh man, you know what? I don't understand what's going on today. I don't understand, blah, 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 blah. So you go in there. Hey, anybody else feeling like this today? Well, ding, 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 ding. All of a sudden you're getting answers back. That's what it's all about. All right? Because it's about love. Making sure that we spread love and just flood it out of us to those people who are just starting, or the people who are confused, the people who are asking the questions. Because I will tell you, there's nobody who watches Coaching for the Soul live or on YouTube who's done. So if y'all think you're done, it's not true. That's ego. It's a lie. It's a lie. You have to constantly connect. You have to, Exactly. Sherry says, like Merlin's Crystal Cave. Yes. Some place where it's wonderful. And understanding that as we go into 2022, 2023 and beyond, we're going to be more enlightened than ever, Spirit says, and we're gonna have plenty of WTF moments. Again, what is that? How do I know that? How do I know that? And how do I know that? Because as we go through the process, as we go into higher dimensional energy, as we all continue to ascend, things start to click in our minds, in our bodies. That DNA gets activated because we're raising our vibration, we're raising our frequency, we're starting to get everything that we want, which can be scary as hell, and we have to remind ourselves it's okay. It's okay to be that. It's okay to get everything that you want. And this is the year, because of the last 2 years that we've had, especially when the planets start to line up on top of each other, those are the times when we have to take it upon ourselves to go, okay, mark it on your calendar. I need to start talking out loud February 1st and telling Spirit what I want. And the things that are in the channel, the things that are in your vortex that you're standing in front of, maybe for a second during Energy Blast, or maybe during Coaching for the Soul, or maybe during your music meditation, or your guided meditation by Steve, guess what? It's all going to come this year. So don't be surprised if things start to show up and you go, well, I don't know what that's about. I don't bring that, well, because I'm not that person anymore. Aha. Ding. They will always give you confirmation. They will always bring things to you to show you who you are, but they'll always show you things of who you still are. Understanding again, we've been in third dimensional energy for 12,000 years. None of us are getting out of here like that. It ain't gonna happen. And the people that believe they are, good luck. Because that's not true. It's all about taking that negative ego, understanding, letting it go, changing the narrative in your head, controlling it. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, the positive ego comes in and everybody's gonna be like, this is crazy. All of a sudden, the voice in my head supports me. Of course it does, because that's its job. It now understands fourth and fifth dimensional energy and beyond. It ain't going anywhere. But all of a sudden, it's like, this works for us now. Of course it does. But we had to get rid of the bad one first by quieting it down, by letting it go, by not allowing it to trigger us. And that's the key. Overcoming that, Spirit says. How? By healing ourselves in our hearts and in our minds and understanding. Can you still get triggered? Yeah, this much, but not this much. Will you fall back into disarray and emotion? No. That's when you forgive your mom and your dad. You forgive the people that hurt you. You forgive your friends. You forgive. Because guess what? They're fine. You're the one holding on to it. And that's ego. Everyone eventually will forgive their parents. They were third dimensional parents with a fourth or fifth dimensional child. They had their own stuff. How many parents were taught how to be parents? None that I know of, right? But as we go into further deeper into the Aquarius energy, right? The age of Aquarius. Everybody will understand how to take care of their children. The third dimensional energy of question will be gone. That's fascinating to me right there. Really? That would be a blessing for all of us. To not have to question. To just feel and believe and not have to understand everything. Another key, right? To getting where we need to go by allowing, by flowing. Okay? So, with a quick hour. There we go. Brian says, we have an opportunity to reparent ourselves as well, which is true. Understanding, we've talked about this before. You can't yell at your children because you're frustrated. You can't hit them. You cannot berate them. You cannot swear at them. I mean, all those things do damage to that little child who is pure love energy and doesn't understand why this person is sending them this horrible, angry energy. Because understanding, they've been to life before, and their soul might be older than mommy and daddy, and they're getting frustrated because they can't say screw you, you're wrong, whatever it might be. So as we become more aware, as we become more balanced, that doesn't happen in our lives. It doesn't happen in our lives at all. And other people are like, you need to, no, I don't, I'm good. My child knows exactly what's going on and who he is and who she is and who her parents are. And the energy in my house is this. And I'm training them to be how the energy is out there until the vibration has been raised across the world. Hi, Kathy. So, any questions, guys, put them on the bottom. I will answer them in the next probably half an hour, maybe to an hour. This will be on YouTube very, very shortly. I'll give everybody a heads up. My reading prices are going up in February, all right? So by $10, $15, or $20. They haven't raised prices in probably 3 years. And Spirit keeps telling me that I need to. So if you've had a reading with me before, you will always get that price, all right? Just remind me, okay, Bill, do I have to pay the $75 for half of an hour, or do I still get to pay $65? Still get to pay $65, use the donate tab. I'll tell you how to do that. So I don't want to price anybody out of anything, all right? Again, one of my things I give to you guys because of who you are and who you are to me, all right? So understand that at any time, at any place, if you need guidance and you can't do $100 or $125, whatever, for an hour, I don't know what it's going to be yet, have no idea, being guided, right? But I know the half hours will be $75. If you can't do that, then you tell me that you can't, and we will work it out. All right, we'll work it out. I don't want anybody to feel guilty, if feeling poor, feeling, well, Bill, you're worth more. That's not what it's about. It's not what that's about. That's your ego saying, oh my gosh, I can't. Oh my God, I feel so bad, but I really need somebody to help me. That's what it's all about. So Kimberly must be off of here, and now she's texting me like a crazy woman. So namaste, everybody. Need something, let me know. 248-310-7689. No psychic fairs until the middle of February, the third week of February. I have 2 parties scheduled. One in Northville on the 5th and one in Jackson on the 12th. So if you need readings on those days, on Saturday, I will not be around. So February is pretty much done, but if you need something, let me know. All right, let me know. I believe there's an energy blast. Hey, Lee, there's an Tammy's Free Energy Blast is Monday at 1:11. All right, so if you're not part of the Spiritual Playground group, let me know. Send me a text, 248-310-7689, or send me a Facebook message, all right, that you want to be part of the group. And begin your process with using those free energy blasts to change your life, all right? So, again, if you need anything, guys, let me know. Namaste. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you next Thursday.